In this tutorial, I will walk through how to create a basic aura in Aurasma Studio. Auras are composed of two pieces of information, the trigger image and the overlay. A trigger image is an object or image which is scanned by a smartphone to trigger an action in the application. An overlay is the digital content which appears after scanning a trigger image. Trigger images work like barcodes or QR codes, except they use images instead of simple black squares. Once the trigger image is scanned, the digital augment appears over what the camera is capturing. Aurasma's homepage features a digital representation of an aura. Hovering over the trigger images with the cursor triggers information pop-ups. Using auras, you can augment everyday images or items with text, video, and images. To begin, you will want to visit the sign up page to create an account. You'll need an email address to make your account, and account setup takes only seconds. Because I've already set up my account, I'll proceed to the login page. Upon login, you'll be directed to the My Auras tab, where you'll find any projects in progress or that you have already completed. You can navigate to the Discover tab to search for other users' channels. If you follow another person's channel, you can access and view their auras. While you are here, follow Marston Lib so that you can see our aura later in the tutorial. The Assets tab contains any media files you have uploaded, such as video, audio, or images. To make your first aura, click the Create New Aura tab in the top right corner. If you have an unfinished project and you try to create a new aura, you will receive a message warning you that your old project will be erased. Now, you'll want to upload a new trigger image. Trigger images are either JPEGs or PNG files, and they need to be less than 500,000 pixels. They function like visual hyperlinks, triggering a digital command. A good trigger image is easily detectable. Ideally, it should be recognizable even before the camera has finished focusing. Images should be flat objects with distinguished shapes, variations, and contrasts. Detail and unique shapes will make it easier for the camera to detect your image. A poor trigger image will not easily be detected. Using an image with few details or too sparse of a design will make the image difficult to read. Likewise, lack of tonal variation or recurring patterns or blocks of text will not be easily detected. Gradients will not render before the camera has fully focused, and therefore they will be difficult to detect. Once you have a trigger image on your computer or on Dropbox, you can upload it here. Once your trigger image has been uploaded, it will automatically be optimized for use. However, you can improve the image recognition further using masking. Through masking, you can have the sensor ignore parts of an image which are potentially problematic for the sensor. While it is not always necessary, some amount of masking will usually decrease the time it takes for the camera to recognize the image trigger. Masking will improve your image's effectiveness, but it cannot always make an image suitable as a trigger. By selecting the best possible trigger image and then working with masking, your image will be as effective as possible as a trigger. Once you are satisfied with your trigger image, it is time to upload the overlay image. You can adjust where the image will pop up in relation to the trigger image, as well as resize or crop the trigger image. I'm going to make the overlay completely cover the trigger image, except for the Marston Science Library banner at the bottom. Now you can add actions. Actions are triggered by time or by tapping. You can trigger a URL to load in the smartphone's native browser, make an overlay full screen, and pause, stop, or start a video. Now we can preview the aura. If you subscribe to the Marston Aurasma channel, you should be able to scan this image and see the overlay we just created. If you're having trouble triggering the overlay, try moving the smartphone closer and further from the image. It can sometimes feel like you are trying to see a 3D image in a magic eye poster, but using a smartphone instead of your own eye. Once you are satisfied with the aura, you can save it and name it. Your aura is now public and shared with your followers who will be able to see your auras. You can also modify the display image if needed. Thanks for watching and happy augmenting.